Hey, y'all, as everyone likes to hear me say from down here in South Mississippi. You just have to get that in, y'all. My name is Michelle Barefoot, and I wanted to come and talk to you personally today about why I joined Penny Pays. The reason I joined is I worked in what I would call the 40 40 40 pyramid scheme for 24 years. That's where you work 40 hours a week for 40 years and retire with 40% of that income. Not so great. That's a pyramid scheme. This is not a pyramid scheme. Penny Pays is a 2 by 14 matrix with multiple streams of earning money. No scams. I wouldn't be involved in a scam because if you go to my Facebook page, you'll see that I have owned and operated a photography business for many years. So I have a reputation to maintain. With that being said, I'm not going to put something out there that I didn't truly believe in. And I believe in this company, and I believe in every company that I'm involved in, or I would not be involved in it. That's just the way I am. I believe in integrity, I believe in authenticity, and I believe in truthfulness, and you're going to get that from me. So, when I was first approached to join Penny Pays, I was like most of you. I was busy, for one. I kept putting it off and putting it off. And two, I had to look at it. And then when I began to look at it, I said, of course I want in. Why wouldn't I want in? So I jumped in at that point. Of course, it took 2 weeks, I think, about 2 weeks. It took a lot of texting back and forth. It took a phone call or two. It wasn't something I jumped on right away. And you're going to get that. It takes people, about 6 times to hear something before we ever do it. And that's the way we humans are. We don't just take somebody's word. In this day and time, it's unfortunate because it used to be in my father's generation that I call the greatest generation. It's that World War II baby boomer era. A gentleman, if he said it, that was his word, and it was sealed with a handshake, and that was the end of it. Nowadays, it doesn't matter if you've signed it in front of a lawyer, if you've got it notarized in front of a judge and it's signed away, somebody can always change it. And that's unfortunate. However, that's the time that we live in, the times we live in. Things have changed a lot. I'm very old-fashioned. I have a 26, almost 27-year-old daughter. I have a 22, almost 23-year-old daughter. I have a 20-year-old daughter. And then I have a 14-year-old son. I'm a single mom. I am divorced after 25 years of marriage. If you don't think that won't change your life, it will. Every hope and dream that I had for my future changed just about in the blink of an eye. And no finger pointing. I'm not going to do that. But I got sick. I got very sick. We were not sure what I was suffering from, but there were days that I could not even get out of the bed. It was a very difficult and stressful time on my entire family. I was diagnosed with fibromyalgia. I was diagnosed with, of course, everything that goes along with having fibromyalgia, and that is a long laundry list of ailments that I won't even go into. But I also had daily chronic migraines. If you've ever had one migraine, you know that they are difficult to bear, but I had them daily. Some were worse than others. I'd end up in the ER only to end up in what's called a trap migraine, and then I would have to do infusion therapies, and it was a lot to handle. So between my health and the disillusion of my marriage to what was my high school best friend and sweetheart, my life drastically changed. And I had to figure out I could no longer work in the medical field that I loved and had a passion for, and I had to figure out, what am I going to do next? So I, of course, got into my photography full-time, and that has been a big blessing for me. That is my what I call my full-time job, even though it's really not. I'm a baker. I bake things. I'm not the greatest baker, but boy, they sure taste good. They may not be as beautiful as some people can do, but you know what? Everybody loves to eat them just the same. I'm involved in Penny Pays, and I'm also involved in another company that helps me with all of my physical ailments, and it has truly changed my life. So I am not a master of anything, but I am a leader in a lot of things. I love to learn. I will research anything and everything. And so if you are still very skeptical about joining Penny Pays, I'm here to tell you that you could be missing out on a huge opportunity. In my eyes, and from being in multi-level marketing for several years, I'm also a Scentsy consultant. See, I'm a little of everything. That's pretty well rounded, I think. I know that this is an amazing matrix to be paid from. I'm so impressed with the people. We are a team. There's no I'm going to go do it, or I'm going to do this. It's a team approach. And whenever you're involved in a business and a company, it should never be just the I mentality. And I don't feel that way at all. I feel like we're very much a team, and we support one another and we help one another. And I know that the people that sign with me, I try to help. I don't want to say I'm skillful, but I'm good at creating. I'm very creative, so I create for them, the little pennies, the little signs, the little whatever they need to put their personal website on there, so they can send it out to people. And then, of course, we know that we can't put an actual link on Facebook. Facebook will block that. But I try to help the people that come in under me, and I don't mind helping anyone that comes under anyone. It doesn't matter to me. That's just the type of person that I am. I worked in mental health the last many years of my career, and I have a passion for people. So that is my shortest story that I could get in, considering all of my years at my age, and some of the things that I've been through. And I just know that this is going to be a really huge blessing. And the only other blessing I can tell you at this point is if you put all your money on Justify, and you're going to be rich, because Justify just won the Kentucky Derby. Somehow I doubt that's you. So why don't you put your money in on Penny Pays? That's a winner.